It's Sunday, it's 6 p.m. It's the Sunday Swinger Show. Let's get into it. So how are you all doing? It is the 2nd of March and welcome again to the Sunday Swinger Show, which runs every single Sunday here at 6 p.m. on YouTube. So for anybody new to the show, everything here on the right hand side of your screen in green is what we're going to be covering today here on YouTube. As we move down through the show, everything listed in gold is going to be run inside for our members at ProTradersLounge.com. Now, if you want to be a part of that, just go over and get a membership at Pro Traders Lounge, where you can join in on the rest of it, where we'll be covering gold and indices. We're going to be covering swing trades on altcoins and the same on Bitcoin again. But we do have a little bit of a special here for you today. As you can see on the right hand side of the screen, we are going to be getting an update on Bitcoin for you out there on YouTube today. So do stick around for that. So first things first, we always start off with a trade recap and what we've looked at last week. Last week we covered 3 assets, which were Grasscoin, CRO and Fartcoin, which was again multiple times is this Fartcoin being requested, and I can see how the whole community behind Fartcoin are absolutely, you know, they're next level. And I have to say it's funny. It's appealing because it's hilarious. I can't stop laughing anytime I watch like some of these things, like Fartman Sacks they're calling themselves, or this everything about it. The whole community is hilarious. So what we're going to do is run over a couple of those assets that we looked at last week. We'll start with Grasscoin. So let's just jump straight into this, and yes, here we go. So if we look at Grasscoin from last week, what we were looking at, this is a little bit blurry, but what we were looking at was that move down into this value area low to lose it, to get back above it, and to come back up into this region where we're going to get out of those long trades and switch to a short trade if the reaction was given, to bring us down for lower prices down here into the big naked point of control. But identifying on that stream that we all also had this naked point of control sitting above us, which we didn't complete our swing trade from the week before. So we were always eyeballing this naked point of control above. So let's see how that played out. So if we come down onto the lower time frame, you can see, let me just fix this. Come down onto the lower time frame, you can see we got that move down below that value area low, where we didn't come down into our level of interest, but we started to change market structure down here and then made our way up. Exactly what we were looking for here. Move down below the value area low, start to change market structure and make our way back up. That, when we got back above that value area low, which we were, that was the trade activation. It was a 19% trade to the upside. So what we were looking at then was to try switch short up into this region of the golden pocket into the point of control, or higher again into that 786. What happened there was we got the rejection off the golden pocket, but it got followed through. And where is it sitting at right now is that naked point of control that we were looking at from the previous week. So this is maybe something that we'll have a look at again, but you can see from that rejection point here, that was a nice 12% move if you did take it. I did take it and I did get stopped out. So the long was successful for me. The short was stopped out after take profit 1. So that was Grass. Let's run over CRO. We'll run over and we'll come back to him if we need to. We'll run over CRO, the trade recap from this one. So what we were looking at, this is again a couple of weeks we're watching this one, where we pulled the fractal on CRO, which is crypto.com coin. We had a fractal. We're looking for price to give a bounce here and to eventually come down into that level of 0.06 cent. And if we look back here, you can see this is on Sunday Swinger Show number 5, so 3 weeks ago now. And we're looking for that move sideways to come down into that big point of control where we had previous support, and we got that big rally. So the kind of thoughts behind it was to retrace that whole move to then look for that potential bounce. Now we came down into that level. Let's remove that fractal. So we came down into that level, into our reaction zone as we had marked out here, taking out the lows. We came down into it, and here's where we are now. So the plan was, when we come down here, to look for that trade, to get into the trade, and there's that potential of this, if it holds, to come the whole way back up for at this point an 85% move. So that's CRO. Again, we'll come back to these. I'm just going over the recap. We can come back and look at new trade setups for them. Then if we look down to Filecoin, our loved Filecoin that we've been charting and watching now for so long. So if we look back onto last week with this one, what did we have? Last week we were looking for a move down into that 25 cent region, where we had a reaction zone from 3 weeks prior to that, or 3 or 4 weeks prior to that. We're looking for that 25 cent level and to hold. That's where we'd be looking for a trade to come back up to see, was there a sign of strength? Is this the low for Filecoin? What we got there, let me get rid of this stuff here. I don't need it. So we got that reaction down here, which gave us a really nice move to the upside. Down at that 25, the end of that reaction zone, that $25 or cent mark, we got a 38% move to the upside. We were then looking for, inside in the group, we gave this next trade here where it came back and back tested that reaction zone, where we got a further move up. We were identifying clear resistance. This is when we flipped short. So we flipped short looking for lower prices. Now, I'm not going to cover Filecoin today. I've covered it the last few weeks, and I've also covered it on X account. So if you want to go over to my X account, you can check it. I've given the bearish scenario on Filecoin, and I've given the big levels to look for down to the downside for a potential swing. So again, the levels haven't really changed from what we were looking at over the past few weeks. You can see down here the next layer of support, 19 cent region, which I have marked out now for a very, very long time, since probably the first time charting this live here on YouTube. So Filecoin we won't cover. Let's go back and have a look at Grasscoin and see where we're at with this, and do we have any setups on the horizon now that this is starting to impulse up. So do we try and fade this, or, you know, do we look to reverse this where it's at now? Right now it looks really strong. I don't see no reason for it, but let's get rid of all of this stuff internally and have a look. Mainly looking at this previous area of balance. So I'm going to mark in those levels. It's a must hold for it now. Okay. So for a you know, continuation, you want to see a Grasscoin at least hold up in here inside in this range. So to come back and retest this, or retest that previous height and hold in here, and that will give you a rotation back up to that $3.27, which is a big level up here. Let's check pivots. Pivots are to the downside. Okay. PR value. Okay. I want to check the volume on this uptrend now. So this region is a bigger zone now for me. It's a lot of volume up here. Okay. This is reaction zone so far to the upside. The reaction zone to the downside doesn't change today. I want to check that again. Keep it like this for now. Yeah. Okay, so for me, this is the next reaction zone. If we don't get a reversal up here, you know, I'll be looking for scalps up here. But this is the first zone to look for a pullback. Obviously, if it doesn't pull back from where it's at now, as it gets up here, I will be looking for a pullback up in this region. Check the log scale. Okay. Let me just check this. Yeah. Okay. So just doubling up on it. That is what I'm looking for. If we don't reject, we're at resistance as we are right now. So if we start to fall here, you know, we can start to look for a higher low in and around this region here or down here. But to the upside, here's the level to look for. If we break above this level to the upside, so if we come up into that zone and just get a small little pullback, you know, you can look on a back test of that weekly level and reaction zone. You can start to look for heading up to those highs over here at 390 region. So I hope that makes sense. That's the plan I would look for this week on Grasscoin. So we're going to tick that one off. Done. We next look to CRO, which we were just looking at. So we've come down into that zone now, and let's take it that, let's just say you didn't get in here. You were fearful. You didn't know what to do, even though we had planned this all out. So we have to figure out right now, are we going to look for lower prices, or is this level going to hold now? Or are we going to come down into that bigger zone that we have down below for a swing trade? So let's check it out. I want to look at more local levels now, so take all of this off. Okay. Every level I give is a scalp, and you know, if it starts to take off from there, you can start to look for it to be more of an intra-week or intraday. So don't, you know, not every trade you can just take a trade and hold it. You have to know the context behind it. Okay. So this one's a must hold for now. Let's check a fixed range across this. Okay, so far a bearish rotation where we got a deviation up into the point of control, lost it, back test that value area low, and now we've lost that again. So just on the face of it, that looks bearish. Now if we were to come and grab some liquidity and get back into that, that would look a lot better. So if it doesn't have enough gas or momentum to move from, you know, that big push, you can see, you know, this needs to be tested. This area really does need to be tested. You can see there's just not enough to push it up to where it has to go, which is back up to a premium price to test, you know, are there buyers interested up at that level? So if we don't hold here, then what I would look for is something like that, and only on a reclaim would I look for getting into this, because I can see reasons for the market in general to start pulling back, and you know there's big levels below us on this, so I would be just wary about that. So I wouldn't overcomplicate this any more than this for a local play. Looking for a pullback here into that zone. Check. Okay, let me check a few other bits and pieces. So get rid of this. This we don't need it on the chart. And let's put in a trend line here, because you can see it like nearly like a head and shoulders type pattern, you know. So if we did get back up above it, take profit here, you know, just in case she comes up and fakes out and then makes her way back down again. You see that play a lot of times, so that's what I will be wary of on crypto coin. So if you do get up and you do get into that scalp, 3% move to the upside, with the potential that if she did break this and did back test this, that you would have maybe a runner up, you know, at least up to that big naked point of control, 17% to the upside. That is a potential if she wants to squeeze, but let's be realistic here and look for trades that are suited for the week ahead. And I think this is nice on it. So if we don't get this, if we lose that naked point of control and start to lose levels, I wouldn't be getting interested until we start to get back above that again. Because you can always just come back down here, lose it, and start to continue down for those bigger levels that we're looking at to the downside. So bear that in mind. I do want to pull that fractal again just to see, is there... let's just check something. Fractal. If we just adjust this a little bit, does it make more sense for this to be the little dead cat bounce? Maybe give us that squeeze up and then come back down into our reaction zone that we've been waiting for a couple of weeks here. That's one thing to bear in mind here. So remaining absolutely neutral, treating everything as a scalp on your paper trading accounts, and we'll go from there. But I do think this is a nice little plan on CRO, so let's mark that one. Job done. Filecoin, as I said, was covered on X, so there's no need to carry on with that one. One that's been requested a lot, it has been Popcat. So I did chart this for the members inside in the group back at the start of January. The trade did actually play out nicely, but let's see where we're going from next. So Popcat. And before we go into Popcat, if you're liking this content, please give us a like, please subscribe, and if you want to be up to date with our next videos, hit that little notification bell. Just to let you know, next we have all kind of the week with Trader R, and then we're going to be giving you a bonus Bitcoin update again from the one and only Trader R today. So please do. The more that you can interact with us by giving us likes and comments and shares, the better. The more we can start bringing you more content. After that, we have golden indices with myself inside in Pro Traders Lounge dashboard. Then Netzo Cronus on all coins, and then onto Younes for the Bitcoin updates. So
the new platform dedicated to education. Welcome to Pro Traders Academy, where we transform beginners into professional traders.
What's up, folks? Welcome to Pro Traders Academy. This is Trader Or, and today we'll be covering fractals. And a good example today, which is going to be on Bitcoin on the higher time frame.
At Pro Traders Academy, our mission is to accelerate your journey to becoming a pro trader.
How you all doing, guys? I'm the Dukes.
I'm H. Paul.
My name is Younes.
My name is Imi.
My name is Michael.
My name is Netzo Cronus.
Patrick PC0813.
Welcome to
Pro Traders Academy.
Pro Traders Academy.
And welcome to Pro Traders Academy.
Our platform offers a comprehensive library of educational modules and exclusive access to proven trading strategies. With weekly education modules and multiple in-depth market analysis aimed at new traders, Pro Traders Academy is your one-stop shop for training education needs. Join us and start your journey to trading success today.
Popcat. So let's kind of review what I was looking at for the members the last time. This is back on the 2nd of, I think, January or 2nd of February, maybe, where we were here. Yeah, 2nd of February makes way more sense. And we're looking down at this naked point of control, which in my opinion was tapped. I'll just be completely transparent. I did not take this trade. This was chartered for one of our members. Now, we did get a nice bounce from that of 141% to the upside. That was done on a lounge session where we just put it out to the members. You let us know what assets you want to chart and what you're looking for a trade on, and we'll find the setup for you. So there was two entries here. A, you could have got in coming down into that high volume node, or B, you could have got in on a reclaim there. If you got in the high volume node, 141% to the upside. If you got in on the reclaim at a value area low, an 86% move to the upside. Again, we didn't give any targets on this, just a level to take a shot from, being totally transparent. So let's look at what's next for this. These high time frame levels can stay because they are still relevant, but let's get rid of them. Volume. So I'd be looking at this as a range. I want to examine this down here. Okay. Marking this. So this is the previous range that it can come back and test. If it does, you can expect it to get a, an initial bounce here. Well, we can look for a reaction, initial bounce here at that value area low or value area high of the previous range, which lines up with a swing failure pattern of this low here and the low of this channel. If we just get a little bounce from here and just, you know, come up for another lower high, you can start to look down for this next region being between the 10 and 11 cent mark for Popcoin or Popcat. Now there is a level to, like the key level above this, which I'll have to mark in as well, which will be this global, this is on Bybit, this global value area. Now I take it that there's information, or there's better charts there somewhere, but I'm just looking at Bybit for now. And let's get rid of that. So that's if we start to hold here, looking down for those lower prices are invalidated in my opinion. If we start to hold here and push on up, I would still, if we did start to push on up, I would still look for a rejection up here at the high of this range. But the way I'm looking at all of the markets now, I do see a further push to the downside. So as we start to lose that value area low and back test, you can start to get ready, set your alerts down here and start to get ready for a potential trade down here, that 15-18 cent region. So there's, again, no need to overcomplicate this. This is where I'd be looking for the first trade. Again, scalps until we start to see a sign of strength. Always treat it as a scalp. I would have that invalidation quite tight because you should be waiting for the swing of that low and a reclaim before you got involved. So coming in here, so swing of that low and getting back in then. So where your invalidation will be is, we have no idea just yet. But when you get in, you want to be taking profits fairly quickly as well. So do we have anything nice locally? We'll have to see what's printed at the time, but right now I like that. You can see that low is lining up here. Is it? Where did that value area low come in? Close enough. Reaction zone. As I said, I would look up here for, you know, it depends on what way you're looking at the chart, but a loss of that and down would be really nice. In terms of percentage, you get a really nice little back test short there. If it did hold for a long, which is, it's a key area to look for a reaction, to be honest. If it did look for a long, you know, you could get a really nice scalp out of it as well. So I would not write off this area here for a scalp. As I said, potential of a little move, maybe get a lower high and then down into it. You'll have a nice three wave move then into that low, which is a potential. But let's see. These are the reaction zones I'm looking for trades. So if you get a reaction, you take a long. If you get a loss and a back test, you take a short. That's how they work. And that's Popcat. So that's what I'd be looking for. So there's also, before we go any further and we go into Alter the Week with Trader R, there is a discount code below in the description. So for anybody who wants to come in and watch any of the show with the golden indices swing trades, the altcoin swing trades, and the Bitcoin swing trades, let's go over to Pro Traders Lounge, enter in your coupon code, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it. And for any of our members, I'll see you inside the dashboard. It's over to you, Trader R.
What's up, folks? It's Trader R. How are we doing, folks? Hope we're all doing well. Hope we're having a fantastic weekend. As you can see, XRP is pumping in the background there. We're going to cover a few alts. We're going to cover a bit of BTC and, you know, have a look around, see what's going on. If you're not aware, right now Trump posted out stuff about Pro Crypto and XRP, ADA and Sol, and you can see My God, they're having some fun at the moment. Sol up 21%, XRP up 31%, and then ADA is up. Where is ADA? She's up 65%. All off because of Bitcoin. And you have Bitcoin, the soaring, all because of Trump posting in about it. So we're going to have a look at everything. XRP, we had a plan there last week. We wanted it to come up here into this demand zone and then fall off a cliff. We did. And we wanted, in the group, we were in this zone here. We were looking for the long on the wick. We got a nice little entry on the TR pocket. So in the end, I was actually looking for this to bounce up in for a lower high. But since the news came out, this was the news here. She's just been flying into the sky. So again, we're gonna have to get rid of all this, get rid of this, and see where are we after. I don't need this anymore. Nice little TR pocket low, and again, it backtested the range high. She could go for the highs. She could. I'd like to maybe mark out this high up here though. To be honest with you, is there any supply? There is a nice supply here. Supply zone. That's a lovely zone. Send it to the back. If hopefully she goes up a little bit more, she could just come straight back below that high, because it is pumping on a Sunday. You have to be aware, like, these things come back down on, if you pump on a weekend, she's going to come back down. So hopefully we're going to try and get the top on this before she does. So we have a high low here, TR pocket, boom, up here at the highs. Oh, she is getting close to it there. All right, might not get into my zone. She did reject this. We do have a high here. This looks like it would fit in here nicely. So supply and demand in that zone there. I'm gonna have a bit of a red box area. I think she might reject from this whole area here, to be honest with you. You're gonna have weekly pivots below, you're gonna have daily pivots below. You have to remember all these kind of things and bring them into factors of your trading, you know. Oh, she's gonna lose the high. She's gonna lose it, I'd say. She did get very close to that TR pocket, to be honest with you. Overall, I'd actually have this like this, and I would like this to, maybe if we can hold up here for later, maybe we can hold and then take out this high and then back down into this zone. That's what I'd like to see on XRP. We do not have this on properly here. You have to fix it. If you don't, you know, you have to precisely get these things right. And LTC, our plan on LTC is still the same, right? We were bullish on it when everything was looking crap. We were bullish on it, and she's still up here. We're still looking for this to run the highs and get a bit of a swing failure, or deviation, then fall back into the range. And I would be looking to the bottom of this range if this actually happens. So hopefully this happens this week. We've been waiting a month for this. Wow, okay, because we did it around here. We were looking for this to run up. Everything else fell off a cliff while this one ran up. So again, we have a big TR pocket, nice supply zone. We're just looking for a deviation trade. So alert is sitting up there waiting, and so let's see what happens on that. So Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin, I've been going on about these scam wicks we've been getting every year. So the first scam wick we had was actually like, it was at 90,000 or something, and it happened in this range. Really big clue, it was around here. Really big clue that was going down. As soon as we got down here, we got this scam wick at 93. But then inside in this range, we got a scam wick down to 80,000, and I was looking for 80,000 then. When that happened, firstly in Twitter, I was looking for the bounce, but then the scam wick came out. The bounce was on the TR pocket. Nice, clean enough bounce, but it was fairly dry enough if you started watching it on the order flow. Fairly dry, it was looking to fall off. Then he had that $80,000 wick down to the bottom down here, which is really nice because you had that TR extension of the same pull just sitting there, and we came down, swing failed into it. So it was fucking lovely little trade. But as you can see now, she's trying to fill the scam wick to the top side, and if we can get this to kind of hold, you will be looking for this to look for the 0.5. But overall, that scam wick was a huge target for me, huge target for this low to be pushing up to get, you know. So overall plan on this, I've been just keeping my eyes on this, is the TR channel. So TR channel, I use this to call the low at 15 or 16, whatever it was, because we had all these pivots above. and this high here has just been brutal. It's been perfect, you know. One thing I will say, yeah, we are doing pretty much what happened here. You can see it. We had a range, take the high down, boom into the high, range, take the high down. We could be booming for the high, and if she does, I will be looking for us to at least take the highs out and come back down to this area here. Or if she fails, I would like to lower high and then we go back down for this area here, because once you reject that TR pocket, there is a 75% chance, as long as you hold it, to run down to the range high of the TR channel. Sorry, this is a TR channel. So that sits at 66,800, and if you fucking get inside this TR channel, you're going to be looking at 28,000 most likely. I will say, when it comes to Elliott wave kind of terms, you kind of have a nice enough clean 1 2 3 4 5 count. So doesn't mean we can't take the high one more time, clean things up a little bit, but there is the potential of this thing to lower high, because it's done a lot of work. It has done a lot of work, I will say, and you have hit a few things like this also. Big TR pocket, you also have that range high interacting with this range high, so just a nice little zone. You know what, let's pull this over here, but I want it in there. Yeah, two of them intersecting each other there at 67, so that would be interesting. Also, higher time frame view, I'm always a pivot trader. I will just say we do have tri-yearly pivots, and all tri-year pivots, if you went back on the data, every single one of these have been filled. I think there was only 5. If you went to the BLX chart, it will show you every single one of these, but every tri-yearly pivot has been filled. We had a new one here, and then now we have a new one at 42,000. So for anyone here that's bearish, that's a good target for you. 42,000. We have to see what happens here. Do we run these highs one more time, or do we run the lower high? Because on the lower highs, whenever you do have a big move down, I went through the data. So the lowest was when you have a, let's say this is a top and we're bouncing here for a reaction. The first reaction, the lowest you've had was a 22% bounce, and the highest you've had was a 27% bounce. So let's say we marked in this as a low, 22 was the lowest, so it'll be up here, but the highest was 27. That'll put you up here running these highs, which would be a bit of a cleanup, to be fair. And you'd hit the 0.5, you know. So I will say keep an eye on 93k. That's a massive level. It's the last of the scam wicks as well. So once you start cleaning that up, we can see what's going to happen a bit more. Maybe she starts to fill this and she starts to come down a bit and starts to put in a range, or she just keeps going and gets this knocked out and gets her range then. So it's interesting times. Let's see what happens. You have everything on my side, the pivots, scam wicks, everything. My overall bias, I probably would think maybe we go for the lower high, but it's all about what happens up here, because I'm all for running this high one more time. To be honest with you, I'd like that. It would be very nice to run that high one more time, because I have a higher time from TR pocket that just barely got missed. I wonder, I can't remember, was it this one? Let me just check. This barely got missed. Yeah, there she is. This higher time from TR pocket got barely missed, so I am all up for us to run that high one more time and hit 113,000. So that's one for marking your chart. Wait, no, it's not on properly. What is it now? 113,000. Yeah, all up for that. We'll see what happens, folks. That's one to mark in your charts. I'll let you all go. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment on the video. I'll see you all again. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully you didn't get caught off guard by this pump, but we'll see what happens during the week. Alright, good luck. Adios.